I am live. Hello, wonderful friends. That was, that was awesome. Seek, if you can see this, I'm here. I'm in no rush, so feel free to do whatever you're doing for as long as you want to do it. Whew. Do I still have room to talk? I'm glad to hear it, Eggs. I'm glad to hear it. Hi, how are you doing? I'll say this again at some point, but I felt bad for not ignoring chat, but just being preoccupied having a conversation. It's different from just talking while you're also reading chat and playing a video game for some reason. Alright. Now, to put all that shit that I talked about into practice. Wonderful people. I'm very happy to know all of you. Taya! We're playing this game. I'm excited, but also nervous. I have no idea what this game is. These are the sounds of the game. Now, should I wait until they raid me to start playing? I don't know. Probably not. We can check out some options. Do a little song and dance. Whoa, that's a raid. There we go. See, I didn't have to think about that too long. Hello, what's happening? Hey, Tori. Hey, hey, Bear. I almost said hey, Bogle. What the hell? Hey, lady. Thank you so much for the raid, Haggard Hessian. Tori, what did you miss? Not sure if that's an actual question or a joke. In case it's an actual question, I was just on Haggard Hessian's channel because I was a guest on his podcast that he does with Seek Ye Wisdom. They do sort of a live podcast talk show thing with streamers, and I was there, and it was awesome. Oh, it's a joke. God damn it, mother. I figured, but look, how would I know? See, this is the thing. That's the only thing. My brain, my asshole brain, is already going in overdrive of all the things that it thinks that it did wrong. But as we mentioned often on this stream, your brain's an asshole and you shouldn't listen to it. I had a lot of fun. That's the main part of it. I think it went really well, and it was a lot of fun, and I want to thank Haggard. Boop. Boom. And Seek Ye Wisdom. It was definitely found. Where? Why can I not shout you out, Seek? I want to shout you out also. Yes, there you are. What the hell is a Rabbi Ribby? That sounds like a Jewish bunny. Don't you think? Like Rabbi Ribby? It's like kind of a bunny name, but also he's a rabbi. You know what? Never mind. Thank you so much, both of them, for having me on. It was so much fun. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to ignore my asshole brain telling me the fact that I didn't finish my thoughts. What I do regret a little bit is I was laser focused on Haggard and Seek and talking and thinking about talking, and I feel like I kind of neglected chat, which, but also that is a reason, Tori, that I mean, I didn't know if you were there, if I'm honest. I'm very sorry. I'm glad you were there. I legitimately didn't look at chat a whole lot. But then again, wasn't my stream. I was there to talk. And talk I did for, holy shit, almost 2.5 hours. That's awesome. Anyway, thank you all so much. I see Ice P, Artyom, my bud. Is this TR2 Opera background? Nope, it is. God damn it, it's right over there. It's a beginner's guide background. Why? I don't even know why. I'm a bud. I guess. You're all Bogle buds. That's literally what you're named when you're subscribed to me. That's the one. Boom. Yes, thank you all for being there. I did notice chat was active, and that is always fun. Thank you all so much for fusing all of our communities in some sort of... I don't know if you've ever seen The Human Centipede. I certainly haven't. But those movies came out when I was working in the video store, so you couldn't really escape the concept of it. But I'm glad all of our communities are becoming a very long human centipede of awesomeness. Why, brain? Why did I say that? You know when sometimes you say things and halfway through saying them you think, I should not be saying this. That is 90% of my stream. Yes, I turned on subtitles. Is it here? Yeah, full captions are on. We'll be fine. The video store. The video store. How old am I? Well, first of all, shut up. Second of all, I worked there from 2008 to 2012. When I was a wee lad. Well, when I was in university. And in fact, I had been at university for already 4 years. Human centipede of awesomeness. I kind of like that, though. Why did I pick this game? I didn't. Biazar in chat, my good friend Taya, she redeemed some channel points. A feature that I've currently turned off because I have way too many things planned. But she used her channel points to make me play this game. Rad, thank you so much for hanging out. Go sleep. You're probably not here anymore, but I love you. Seek, go grab that snack. Fish is here. Now Fish shows up. That's so good. That means she wasn't there when we talked so much shit about her. The actual most famous Dutch streamer is now here. What is a luli? Oh, lol. Sure. Okay, video game. I don't know anything. Yes, I know, Fish. We also didn't talk shit about you. Don't worry about it. This game, the only thing I know about it, because I purposefully didn't want to get too spoiled, I asked Taya about some potential content warnings and stuff like that. This game is made by, I think, a single person. And, well, I mean, Taya, the channel redemptions aren't actually the problem. The problem is all the people donate. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but a lot of people donated to charity to make me play games as well. So I'm kind of stacked up. I'll turn it on again. Anyway, I think this game is made by one person. The same person that made the Stanley Parable. I think maybe more people know the Stanley Parable than the Beginner's Guide. Maybe that's just people my age. I don't know. I played that a lot. I thought it was hilarious and funny. That's the same thing. And very well made and very meta, which is not, always good, but it's very good in that game. So I'm very excited about this. The only thing that I would say is it deals with, vague content warning, I guess, is just mental health as a concept. It deals with that a lot. That means that the disclaimer is, I think, if you're not feeling up to that, please don't feel bad if you feel like leaving. Don't feel... There's some content warnings in the stream title, I think. Don't feel bad if you're not up for it today or any other day. That's perfectly fine. Take care of yourself first. However, if you are staying and you want to talk about that in chat, please do so. Do so respectively. Right? Dang, I only just realized the uptime. Oh, the fact that I've only been live for 13 minutes? Anyway. I've been talking too much, which probably means I should maybe do that a little bit. Okay, I wasn't talking too much. I've been talking a lot. So, let's play video games. I'm actually really excited that Taya is making me play this, because it's been on my wish list since forever. I talked about it a little bit during Between Two Beards. Who here has the Steam achievement for the Stanley Parable that you have to not play the game for 5 years?
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide.
Hi.
My name is Davey Reedon.
Hi,
I wrote
Davey.
The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Which is when I worked at the video shop.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some
beard
personal
stuff smells great.
And his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here.
Oh god,
by the way.
it is Counter-Strike.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
I am walking around
What
in
I
this,
like
by the way.
is that even though he starts from the
Speaking of
simple
meta,
aesthetic
right?
of a desert
Fucking
town,
love that.
he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator.
Awesome
It's like
fish.
a reminder that this video game was constructed
hope you had a lot
by
of fun.
real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008. Coda starts making these games. He never releases
I'm gonna really
any.
enjoy this.
He doesn't
I
put
know
them
this
onto the
already.
internet.
This
He
is
just
exactly my
makes them
shit.
And then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
I am so
As each
here.
game is
Shut up. I am so here for cleverly written video game navel gazing. I don't know if that's what it is, but fuck yes.
Okay, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This
I love
first
looking
one
at
was
this
made in
medium
November
as a
2008.
medium. Loading November 2008. Alright, so how's everyone doing? I can finally, talk to chat a bit. I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you all had a good day, if the day is coming to an end. This is extremely white. He said, looking at, most governments. Satire. Whoa, hello, video game.
Whisper machine active. Shift destruction.
This game is
I don't think there's going to be a
Escape
jump
from-
scare.
And it's one of the more generic
I mean, I
games
would
you'll
say
see
that
from
if I
Coda.
want you to fall for the jump scare, right? Is the game too loud, by the way? Taya, that's awesome.
You can click to fire the gun.
I mean, obviously. Let me know if the game is too loud. Taya, don't say that. You gotta... Jump scares don't only work if you don't expect them, right? So you say that there's no... Oh, I guess maybe that's why you're doing it. You're saying there's no jump scares, and then there is one. Are we ever really safe? Okay, well, it's nice that I can fire the gun. It is a little bit. I will put on a performance mode. Could you... Fuck off. I don't care. There we go. Can you all still see the game? I think this is a little bit better.
Security call reached. Hostile alien life form inbound.
Okay. Where are they
It
then?
kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies
Is this
somewhere.
from
but then
before the
clearly there
era
are
where
no
this
enemies
type of
anyway.
shit,
You can't
not
even
finished
reload the gun
games,
when you run out of bullets.
were just released on
But
Steam all the
ultimately,
time?
we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is.
He
And I
actually
think
told
that we should
Bogle
talk
before
about his
stream
games for what they
he wasn't
are,
allowed to interact
rather
with
than
chat.
for what they're not.
Shut up.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
Like, I don't know if this is already the time of Steam Greenlight and stuff like that,
I
right?
love how you can see
But
the
this sort of
bottom
games
the
were
universe
just
in this room.
released on Steam, right? For money. They still are. These asset flippy things. I don't know if... I don't think he went into that. I'm gonna try and maybe pay attention to what he's saying, as well as chat, as well as streaming. That's gonna be an interesting thing. I like the lighting on the things, but this is definitely...
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, thank you. Okay, this is awesome.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering a whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
I mean, in video games?
Let me pause
Yes.
here for a second. What
In
you
real
just
life?
experienced,
I hope
stepping
so.
into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Hello. I
The
can't...
beam causes you
Ah,
to start
I don't want to
floating.
talk over him.
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
So with this, I still can't, shake that feeling of, I've seen so many games like this. I don't play them myself, but I used to watch a stream called Watch and Play, which is basically two people, one person subjecting the other person to like the worst games on the internet, like the worst crap that was never fit for release. And there's so many actual games, well, not actual games, but they were supposedly fit for consumption on Steam. Past was behind her. And I know here that's not this kind of game, because this uses that language of what that type of video game looks like to tell a story, which is super interesting. But it's also like,
So try
it's too
walking
real.
backwards.
Oh.
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Hey, that's awesome, actually. You can probably build an interesting game around that. If you have, like, a story reason. If you're in, like, a rowboat. It's a little... It would probably get annoying fairly quickly.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Alright. It's nice that you say that. Oh, wait, there's a... Never mind. How did I miss that? Oh, wait, maybe it's because I can't look where I'm going. And that's why I missed it. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Fair enough. Seen a bit, Bear? I find this a very interesting game to stream right after Between Two Beards, because it's not exactly the type of game I usually stream, right?
Whoa. I've been
But I
gone
kinda
for
like
a
it.
while, but glad to celebrate 1 year of Bogle stream.
12 months!
Congrats, Bogle.
Oh my god, Garbad. Could you cut it out with the tier 2? We just talked about this. Thank you so much for that subscription, Carmen. I don't think it's been 12 months of tier 2, but look, it's very much appreciated, and I'm happy you're here. You've been gone for a while. It makes it sound like you went on like a trip or whatever. I hope work is not kicking your ass too much. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength? I mean, I don't know. Where are my feet is the question. To confront it...
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that.
I'm glad to hear it.
Which to me is
Well,
why it works.
I'm happy to
because
hear
it
you're
gets out
fine.
quick.
I hope
Okay,
that you are
next one.
going to be amazing soon. Next one. Next one. Oh, I can move forward. That's nice. Oh, but I can only move... No, okay. I can just not move on the path. That's fine. You are now entering... Yes.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting. Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games. I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Oh. I'm sort of slowing
Once
down,
you've
I
been
think.
slowed to an absolute crawl,
Yeah.
the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Alright, let's do that. One of the things that the Stanley Parable taught me is that you don't have to do what a game tells you to do, right? Like, in the Stanley Parable, it would often be like, oh, and if you do this and this, then you do that. And then you didn't do that, and that would lead to something completely different. Instead of, you know, what usually happens in video games when you don't do what the video game tells you to do, nothing happens. You just don't move forward. So, maybe not pressing enter would have done something. Who knows? I feel like on a first playthrough, it's always a good idea to just do what the game tells you, so that you then know the difference, right? Are these just video game ideas? Play as a pair of floating eyes emitting footstep noises.
A room that's warm and nice
Is it though?
and filled with little ideas for games.
Button you press to stop the chaos that
Coda
doesn't
would
work.
often tell
Wow.
me that he didn't mind
That's-
if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
A stranger appears. Oh wow, we're already in 2009. Ready, set, fish! Fish! I didn't know you were in a game. Ah, wow. Oh god, it is a little bit jarring sometimes. I don't know, Tori. I don't think so. I don't know. He made the Stanley Parable. That's what I know. Bennett Foddy, right? Getting over it with Bennett Foddy or whatever. I think that's something else. I've never
This is
played that
new for
game, so I'm
Coda.
not sure.
It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
We calling that a puzzle now?
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
What's with the 3 dots? We noticed the 3 dots. Welcome back, Bear. We noticed the 3 dots earlier, and there was in another game that were on the wall as well. I wonder if that's relevant. Bonk.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Ah. Fuck. Jeez.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're
I don't
missing
know if
anything.
this is
That's
the
not your role as a player.
creator of the game, by the way. It could
So
be
if
a
your
voice
role
actor,
here is
right?
not to understand,
So maybe it is the same voice
then
as
what
in
is it?
Getting Over It. But again, I don't know enough about that. You are now exiting.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
It's all connected. Yes. I'm also not entirely sure Coda is real, right?
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
The Streetwise Fool.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Whoa. Hello. Joe McGuy! Hello! Can I get a mod to shout out my good friend Joe McGuy? How was your stream? I hope you had fun. Hey, hey! Oh, Carmen's quick! Oh, Carmen's the quickest. Flame in the Flood. Yeah, that game looks awesome. I'm definitely streaming that at some point. What's up, Raiders? I hope you're all having fun. I needed a second to realize I was one. It's been a while. You are forgiven. Ah! Okay, good. So I'm playing a game called The Beginner's Guide, which is... I don't know if it has a genre. It is a meta-narrative as vehicle for video game medium discussions. I think that's what it is. It is made, if you've played it, it's made by the same person that made the Stanley Parable, which, if you've played it, will give you somewhat of an idea of, yeah, you know, how weird it can get, I guess. We just started. I've only been streaming for like half an hour because I was on Between Two Beards, the live podcast / talk show that CQ Wisdom and Haggard Hessian do, and that was a lot of fun. Holy shit, I knew it was going to be fun, but I very much enjoyed it because I really like to talk. I think the rest of you also did. At least that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if this game is on Humble. I should have looked up. I should have looked that up. Did I buy it on Humble? Maybe I did. Couldn't catch it. Well, no, you were streaming. That's fine. It will def watch Between Two Beards later. Yeah, it will be. I mean, there's a VOD, and of course, it will be up on YouTube. And once that's the thing, I will definitely share it everywhere I am able to share it. I love how my mum showed up. I actually wasn't paying attention to the chat as much because I was, you know, talking. I did see my mum show up. Maybe my dad also showed up. That was kind of fun. I'm glad we didn't go into too much weird shit like my NSFW Twitter. Oh, Haggard, we forgot to talk about my NSFW Twitter. If we're talking about content creation, right? Utes? Yeah, you could probably just jump down and the game would catch you in that little thing at the bottom. I don't know. I immediately go like, what if there's fall damage? There probably wasn't fall damage. Whoa, hello. Okay. I do like the design of this. It gives me, fuck, what's that Christian Bale movie with the gun kata? It's very awesome. It's sort of a future dystopia movie. What?
This prison.
Did I just lock
funny
myself?
enough,
Okay.
In Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut
A
for
full
a full
hour?
hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think most people skip that. Oh, can I not?
This is
Okay.
something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games
Games.
that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in, and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
I'm glad you're not making me play
There
those.
was.
I don't think we've figured out an answer to that yet. The what is a game, especially video game, and does it have to be playable? Because I really don't like the interactive experience sort of generalizing or being vague about it. Like, oh, this is not a game, this is a This is an interactive art piece, which sure it is, but isn't it also a game?
It's the puzzle.
And what's the difference between
the exact same solution as the last time?
an interactive art piece or a shit game? You know what I mean? It's I think that's interesting, because I legitimately don't think we've figured out if there's an answer to that. Is the music too loud? Let me know if the music is too loud. I like it, but I hope you can all, at least you should hear the voice, and to a certain extent you should also probably
so special
hear
that Coda
me.
is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Sound is fine. Good. Yeah, it's sweet. It's both relaxing and unnerving at times. Listen! Is this a commentary on Navi from Ocarina of Time?
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
You there, did you come up from above? What was up there? Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. I mean, that is all true. I want to focus on the prison. Yes, enjoy Overwatch, Joe. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I'd prefer not to tell you. After all, we only just met. Yes, I did. See you, Joe. Thank you so much for the raid. Again, perfect. Now please, tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Trust me. Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get there. Do you understand? This is the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending. I promise you, there is nothing I want more. Ah, stupid doors. What? Hello, how did you get there? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yes, do you want to know how to solve it? No, I've been right here this entire time. I mean, technically there was a puzzle, it was just 2 rooms ago. No, we actually find the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why would I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. I don't recall a space between the doors. Why would I care? There's a reason, but it may take time for you to understand. Which is fine. You'll see it again soon. Aw, you made tea? Aw, that's... I mean, I'm fine, but thank you. Thank you, love you too. As much as I talked during Between Two Beards, there are a few things that I didn't get to.
And so we make one last descent down
and
to
I
the
did
final
mention it,
floor of the level.
I think, a number of times, but they're really... It shouldn't be understated how much of streaming and community building and the past year of everything that we talked about, how much it has been made possible by the fact that Mrs. Bogle is an amazing person. Like, she's so fucking supportive, it's insane. And I know, to a certain extent, I do think that she knows me, right? We've been together long enough that she knows
Okay,
it's probably better to be supportive, because I kind of
fixates on this
do these weird things anyway.
It's going to appear at the end
But
of
yeah,
every
she's
single
been
one of his
great.
games from
And not
here
just,
on out.
like, I know chat calls her the
I'll tell you what I
MVP during 24-hour streams, which is true, but she honestly is the MVP all the time, even when I'm not live. And one of the things that I'm just gonna continue to between two beards apparently. One of the things that I really like about this year and about the community building, about the stream, is that so many people have
I think that
not
up to
just
this
met
point,
me, right?
you know,
I
he's
feel
been
like
making really
most people in
strange
chat and in Discord know
abstract
me more
games
than they know
with no clear
Mrs. Bogle, but
purpose,
still that
and maybe you
they've
can only float around in
also
that
come to
headspace
know
for
her
so long.
and
Because
you know,
now
like
he wants
her and
something to hold on to. He wants a reference
latch
point.
on her and
He
whatever.
wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination.
Is this the lamppost
We're going
from
to see it
the
in the
menu?
work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Taya, if you're still here, I don't mind if I don't finish this today, but do you know that is the lamppost, TM? TM. Do you know how long this game generally takes? Like, am I gonna play through it today, or should I expect to play through it longer? Depending on how long I stream, obviously, but I feel like I'm not streaming for as long as normal because I spent 2.5 hours talking on Between Two Beards and it's already past 11. Boop. Nice room. Not. Round about 2.5 hours. Oh, okay, then we're definitely finishing it. Okay. Nice room. Not.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda.
Yeah, this isn't Dark
This was
Souls.
actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
No point to this.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient.
That's literally my thought.
Off eventually.
Whoa. Holy shit. Can you guys hear me? No, bear. Please. I'm pretty sure I'm
Feel free to
confident
skip
enough that
over
if
any
that
of
was
these
the
notes
case,
if
I
they're
would have
not
let you
doing
know.
anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all
You're
of
the
them.
best. You know it.
Either way,
Well,
to me they can
maybe
be
you
a
don't know
sense
it,
of loneliness.
but it's my job to tell
I
you
see
over
this
and over
person
again.
who's filled with thoughts and
Reasonable.
feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them.
Everyone read
except
this.
as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
This place makes me sad. Oh, now it makes me sad.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's
Why?
games so much. Is because it felt like they let me have
There are
that
too many
connection.
messages in this
It
area.
felt as though he was inviting me
Fair.
personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
This message, I'd rather be doing literally anything other than playing this. This is big Stanley Parable energy. Parts of the Stanley Parable are really like... It's interesting how these games make you do things that are not enjoyable. They're maybe not they're maybe not actively annoying, but they're definitely not enjoyable. It's very clever. I can almost assume that calling it clever, the creator might even find that as an insult. Because clever just sounds like, huh, that's nifty. And that's not entirely what I mean, but that doesn't mean it's not clever. Does that make sense? In a world full of notes, one man will read all of them. This summer, you will believe blue speech bubbles can talk. Yes. I mean, I was gonna give this shit for... What do you mean one man? But it's... I get the joke with the trailer voice. We're running out of space. Soon we will suffocate. Cool cavern, brah. Do you feel like a hero yet? Nope. Do not be afraid, do care. That should be a good tagline for the stream. Do not be afraid, do care. Just saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I am crying now and plan on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. Alright then. Yes, I'm gonna read all of them. Look. You asked me to play your game, I play your damn game. How is there wood and grass and concrete here? What the fuck? Balls. Good stuff. What the shit is this cavern? Boring. I can assure you, guarantee that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place and the sailors are looking for it. That's wild. Conquest here? I mean, that's a good question though. If you're in a place that has both, that has all of the above, wood, grass, and conquest, then you should, you know, you should definitely ask those questions. I refuse to believe, Neo. But as but. But as but. Why is that so funny? I need to go to the frickin' bathroom. I actually went in between between two beards and my stream. I went to the bathroom. This is just another way of saying, witness me! Should I have jumped on that? Yeah, I mean, look. There's nothing here, go back. Don't listen to that guy. Good. Good talk, friends. A free t-shirt. Neat other side door. Why are you so? Door how open? Open sesame. Makes game. Includes door. Cannot open door. Thanks. There we go. Someday I'll meet the person who made this. So these messages do simulate that, sort of that Dark Souls thing, right? Where people can drop messages. Ah, ooh, art. New room. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going. I don't hear the chimes. I would like very much to be desired. This is this desire to be desired is not a strange thing. Have I missed anything? Yes and no. Eggs. Not anything of note, I don't think. Scared of writing something, don't want to feel judged. It's not very crowded here. You can go in here, I think. Don't bother. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet? This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. I am compelled. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. I gave up. I'm sorry. I'm only human. We'll be here forever. It doesn't matter if you ever get over there. Hey, don't talk about me that way. This is a note. Don't listen to the other notes. I'm not safe. Oh, jeez. I like this. This is nice and colorful. Taya, am I an asshole for not reading all of them? Yes, that is. I feel like reading all of them is an excellent thing to do on a second playthrough and or a playthrough where I'm not also streaming. Why is this one like in the ground? He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. Big mood, as the kids say. Yeah, we're all here now. Oh. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we all are. Fucko. There must be a reason for it. This terrible secret, he kept it well. Again, so the creator of this game wrote all of these. That does sound like a line from Frankenstein. Exactly. More room.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Ah, I actually can't jump down. Interesting. Become one with the spiraling nonsense. Hey, the three dots are over there again. I mean, the 3 dots are everywhere at this point, but these ones that dip a little. Maybe that's his signature?
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find
No,
difficult,
yeets are not
Coda
allowed.
can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Help. Help. Doesn't make sense. The second door won't open. Shit. How do you solve it? Developer, answers please.
And because there's this dark area
Oh, hello.
between the doors, a space between spaces.
Guys,
Before you
it's
move
not
on,
so
you
bad
have
in
to
here.
pause.
Oh my god.
Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Oh, there's one message. The whispering is a little creepy, honestly. How do you leave notes? That as the last one is pretty funny. Alright then. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, speak, speak. I can't do anything, by the way. Speak! Porn stars
Okay,
die
this one is
too.
tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few
You're
minutes.
not wrong, it's a little
Hang
weird.
with it.
I like the music again. I'm in the well.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on...
How do you, What's the joke? I'm fucking up this joke. How do mansplainers get their water?
It's
From a
prison.
well,
It has all of
actually.
this modern furniture. And out of
Someone told me
nowhere,
that joke
he
at
decides he needs to
an
revisit that.
academic
He's going to
conference.
start over, use
at
the same
work.
assets, turn it into something else. Okay,
It's-
cool. Here's
I'm
version 2.
fucking up the beginning of the joke, but the end of the joke is the point. and I was on the conference floor talking to a coworker slash, like, what's the word for, like, you're in the same business but you're not working for the same company, and I laughed my fucking ass off. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound? A refrigerator, put a giant hole in the ground. Fuck yeah, giant hole. What? No, it's a table. I knew it was a table, but that wasn't the option. Okay, now what about along the wall of the room? I actually don't remember. Let's put a huge picture of a horse. I'd really like a washing machine. 10 stoves lined up along the wall. Nope, picture of a horse. Damn it, it's couches. I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 by 12 recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah. Tesla coils. Yeah, that's a light. And a table. You need a table. There's already a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. That's probably not true. That's most definitely not true. Whoa, whoa. Alright. Some shit is going down.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake. So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Sorry. Hello. Please walk forward. Whoa, that's all incredibly white. Again, there's jokes to be made there. The one that comes to mind is, ooh, that's all incredibly white. He says when looking at the panel members for a panel on diversity. First, click on this table. I did it. See, the dots are back. I feel like that's Coda's, like, signature, maybe, like, to state that it's his game, a game he made. Good, go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Ah, yes, it is indeed crooked. No, it's the other way around. God damn it. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left side sofa and move it over a little. Alright. Finally, touch the shelves. Touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Alright. It's a little weird. Overwhelmed again? Please take care of yourself, Carmen. It's very important. So, I would say, go sleep.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really unloaded on this prison idea. There's
This is
nearly
cool.
a dozen.
I like it.
Personally,
Just
I
going
think it's
through all
awful
of
to
them.
watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And
The
for what?
puzzle's
Like,
back.
At what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Oh yeah, I should not be turning around. It just confuses me. There better not be jump scares. This guy needs to fix his lighting engine. Where's my ray tracing at? Hello? Who's this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? She'll be the jump scare? Yeah, I know.
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Yes, I was in the escape tutorial. Yes, I was in the reverse prison. I mean, I was in the furniture maze. That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in the prison. It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. 1. Really? How long has it been since you got out? Years! Like, I've been standing right here working up the nerve to call you. Only a few minutes, but somehow it's already fuzzy. Kind of like it never happened. That last one, probably. But this is the worst. Most desperate thing I've ever been through. How could you possibly forget? Haha, I promise it's not as bad right now as you think it is. You don't ever forget it, you just stop identifying with it. Anything can seem infinite when you're drenched in it. That last one. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Yes, I did get a call, that's how I escaped. I did not get a call. Can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you? What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. You gotta be sincere. It's important. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just be sincere, it will make sense. I feel like I want to say all 3 of these things, but apparently that's impossible. Sincere about what? That's exactly what you need to figure out in order to escape.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice. Things are going to be okay. I don't know if you can trust me, but I am being sincere about it.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Hey, this actually looked like a level.
This environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
I can definitely see that, Tay. It's very powerful. I'm assuming I go in here. Oh no! Someone spilled the coffee! It's probably fish refusing to drink it. Ooh, hello. Clean. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. And lousy homes make home loners. Are we cleaning this whole place? Eggs? I don't know if that does anything, if I'm honest. Like, I have Nitro and I've boosted the server twice to get to the next level. And I feel like you need to boost it. So, there's 3 levels. You need 2 boosts to get to level 1. And 15 boosts to get to level 2. So, I mean, I certainly appreciate it, but I feel it would be thrown away. So, yeah, level 1, I don't know why we're getting into this now, but I don't mind. Level 1, I get more slots. The audio quality is better on streaming through Discord. There's an option for an animated server icon, which I might actually get into. Custom server invite background, I haven't looked into that yet. And higher quality streams. And then level 2, even more emoji, blah 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 blah. Yeah, the banners. Yeah, but you need 15 boosts, which would mean that if you get Nitro, you get 2 boosts. So 7 people would need to do that. I appreciate the thought, and like I said, I don't know what 1 boost does, besides not getting to level 2, so it really doesn't. I would use it somewhere else. Lonesome fish hands. idle fish hands. Yeah, everyone knows lousy blah blah. Don't worry, this place is nice, I'll be glad to stay here. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish up here in the meantime. Could you please clear the table? That I can do. Clear the table. Alright, that was fucking easy. Finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Good night, Bear. Thank you so much for hanging out. I love you so much. I will potentially see you either on Saturday or on your stream on Monday. Oh, let's make the bed. I'm gonna make the shit out of that bed. Don't read too much into that. I like the design of this house, by the way. I would live here. It's a little roomy, maybe too roomy, in a way that video game houses can be, right? Bye, fish. Enjoy the lurk. Yeah, people should go sleep if they need to sleep. I should probably go sleep, but this game isn't that long, so I kind of want to finish it. Make the bed. I did it. I did it. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. It's still not straight, but you know what? That's okay. Neither am I. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. I've had a couple of cleaning jobs, mostly for offices though. My first cleaning job was actually for a mental institution. That was interesting. I had some weird, funny, and not so funny experiences there. I might actually talk about that sometime, if people care. But my last cleaning job was just this is years ago, before the video shop even. In an office, a very small office. They were nice people, but I fucking hate cleaning. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my rib cage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems. which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa out there? I mean, are you gonna do something? Look at those straight pillows. What is it with straightening everything? What if the pillows want to be gay? It's a good thing I'm pretty. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. Feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. Yeah, I'll try to get by. Do you absolutely have to? Okay, obviously we're going for maximum cheesy mode. I mean, have you looked at these pillows? They are gay. I actually kind of like them. I think my wife would have a heart attack if I came home with these. But I don't hate them. The yellow one sucks because yellow is just a meh color. But these ones are fine. No, it was stupid. Sorry. What? No cheesy mode? Lame. That one was for Taya and Taya only, I feel. Hey, the thing is, I can only do like the Ginyu Force weird thing. I don't watch a lot of Super Sentai. Again, I'm only talking to Taya right now. I'm sorry. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Are you gonna do anything? Guess not. Well, if only washing dishes was that easy. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect, we're all just human. Done. And there are still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Where are they at? There they are. Perfect.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing.
Wait, what?
It's the
We're doing it again?
after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience.
Can I remember
where you
what the next
just need to,
one
like,
is?
sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do these chores ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it, otherwise it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present your wants to smooth out the rug
really liked this game.
in the bedroom, believe it or
Of all
not.
his work, actually,
Trust me
this
on
was
this
the
one.
only one that he called
Oh,
me
present
up
you
to ask
want.
me to come over and look
Why
at
would I
it.
want to present my
This was during
wants?
a period of a few months where he was,
I was being confusing.
grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
I do very much enjoy this voice talking about someone else. It's funny because I don't know if it's the voice actor or the lines, but they really put in. You can hear in the voice that this voice cares about the person they're talking about. I like that a lot. Would you mind tidying up a bit? I mean, look, it's all clean. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, the tub. God damn it. Also, it's interesting how we're basically in this game and we don't see shit move, but shit does in fact move back. I was going to say, it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Heh. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get it, that's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right, that's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? No? Oui, oui. Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Would you please clean up the books? I did it. Those pillows over on the couch are a real
I'm glad
mess.
he made this. I'm glad he found some peace. But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, You can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
It's the lamp. TM.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it. This one gets a bit goofy.
Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Oh, I want to sit, like, more chill, but I also don't. Yeah, it's a horrible way to play video games. Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Holy shit. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? I have some ideas. Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Whoa! Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly. This
About
is
halfway
easy.
through the game,
It's so
perspective
easy.
shifts.
Being perfect is effortless. Whoa, hello. I don't agree with any of the things that they just said. Just putting that out there.
And
Also,
you
what the
play
fuck?
as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh yeah, I can. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Kids should not follow their dreams. What the fuck? Well, let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. Can I say 3? Oh, I can. But I maybe only think it? Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. This makes me uncomfortable. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Okay, we're going for the cyst because it makes me feel the least uncomfortable. Ha ha ha, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There is no truth. There is no path. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. Yeah, they're also screaming. Can I... Okay, I can't go there. And I can't leave. I can only say things I don't agree with, necessarily. Nothing. No one. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run. You know what? Scream about running.
I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way.
That
and
I get.
Completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
In fact,
I think about this game a lot these days.
that is a very... That's very relatable to streamers, content creators, people you know on the internet to begin with, right? Because as much as
This one took a lot
people
longer
show
than all the
you,
others
they
for
cannot
Coda
show
to
you
make.
100%
It was 4 months between
of
this
their
and
life.
the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
In fact, that's literally... I feel like we've talked about that concept of, in terms of streaming at least, like comparing yourself to others. Hey, it's from the wallpaper. Can I... Ah! Well, this is nerve-wracking. Hey, Cold. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good one. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Ooh, hello, a wall. Let me lean into it. Good, stay right there. Glad to hear it, Cold. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. Sorry, I gotta... This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something. To her, hello, sorry I have to leave, where's the bathroom? How about we start out like pretending to be a well-adjusted person and just say hello. Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. Yeah, but it's a start though. You need to actually converse with her, be a human being. Do it again. You know, a conversation requires both people to talk. I'm super scared right now. I like you. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. Jesus Christ. This is fucking uncomfortable. Your plate rested on your keyboard? I didn't see anything, Eggs. I don't know what you're apologizing for. Yeah, this is giving me anxiety. Both being in this situation and also vehemently disagreeing with the situation. I'm super scared right now. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment. You sent a lot of the letter B. I didn't see any of it. Nope. No B's for me. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some more props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Bonk. Ooh, nice. Let's play some pinball. Boom, doo, doo, doo. Doo, doo, doo. Alright, well this is way too much fun. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? I'm just gonna say the most normal thing, which is 1. Mosh pit. Ah! Metal! Yes. A pinball machine is basically just a tiny mosh pit for balls. Yes. Say the normal thing, I guess. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. I started out with hello, you motherfucker. Do you not realize... Oh, fuck, I missed... Sorry. I missed reading that out loud. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Whoa, hello. Hey, the lamp's back. I'm like... I'm noticing that I'm eagerly waiting for the voiceover to take me out of this. I'm like, please start talking. Please explain to me what the fuck I'm doing, because this is horrible. I am with the lamp, TM. Whoa! Sorry. I didn't see that coming. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Okay, yes. Now this is working. This is what I was like.
With this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution, social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
Yeah, it's
which
not,
is what
though.
leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
Well, that
But
was
what can you
uncomfortable
do?
as shit.
After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
2010. Oh, I guess technically we were already in 2010. Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. I don't want to do that. I'm keeping my eyes open. Okay, so everybody's blind. Help, I'm blind. Whoa. Ah, the door puzzle. What the fuck? Please tell me how to solve this. Oh god. Do I wanna... Why did I need to keep my
You
eyes
should probably
closed?
open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
I mean, obviously.
And there is a
Hey,
solution.
the dots
by
are
the
there.
way.
I'm assuming it's related to this. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. Hey, I feel like... I'm getting a little bit of a deja vu. I feel like I've seen this scene.
Like I said, I was getting
Maybe
concerned.
I did like watch
First off,
briefly either a
he's never
trailer
been this
or a
explicit
playthrough
in
of
his
this
work
game.
about exactly what he's thinking.
The first
So
thing that I
where's that
recognized, so...
coming from?
I don't know.
But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I am alone. We're going to be okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Does that mean we're reaching an ending of sorts? Because it goes from 2008 to 2011, right? I mean, a lot can still happen in 2011 too, but still, it's going quicker than I thought. Hello, where am I? What is this? Where am I? Trees. How do I get out of here? I'm sorry. I'm tired. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I am completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. I am picking the third one for honestly no reason. I don't know. Oh no, what's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. I'm kind of assuming that whatever I pick doesn't matter. Because if it does matter, I don't understand. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. What? You have to take me to it? I need to see it to know why it stopped. I
If
can
the
take you
last
to it,
game
but there's a
featured
problem.
Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to
Started
11.
by a difficult puzzle.
Now, put yourself in my shoes.
Can help me
playing
solve the
this.
puzzle, we'll find the
Here's a
machine.
friend, whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
That was such a video game move. Oh my god, that's such a gamer move. You look at this, you see that, and what you do is like... I didn't even think about it. It was just like, gotta see what's over there. My next move would have been quick check here and then move on. Fucking gamer moves. How am I enjoying the game? I am. It's moved on. It's interesting. It's moved on from discussions about video games and what, like, video games as a medium, I guess. It's more moved on to... It's been a bit unnerving, right?
Because from my perspective,
Because
at the
now
time,
mostly
and just
being
what I
about
knew of him,
the person that made
this
these
was
games.
a result of how isolated he was. He was in his
But it's
own
cool.
little bubble.
I mean, I'm
just
still
sitting at his
interested.
computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground
It's a
himself
lot
on.
more esoteric than the Stanley Parable, I feel. Like, it's more difficult to get into, I feel. Or it's just weirder. Maybe that's just it. I don't know. I feel like with this game you need to be more on board to get through it. To find out the point. Or maybe even accept that there isn't a point. Whereas with the Stanley Parable there's a little bit more... It's more gamey for sure. It's still very not a game or not a normal game, but it's definitely more video gamey. I'm obviously not a game developer because I don't know how to talk. I ain't knowing how to talk good or whatever. Come along, I'll show it to you. Here's the puzzle. What do you think? Hey, I recognize this. I've solved this puzzle before. This is easy. I have solved this puzzle before. Ah, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First you have to close the door. First you have to open the door. First you have to press the switch on the inside. Nope. First you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Now you have to open the first door. Now you have to press the switch on the inside. Okay, we have to do this. Close the first door. Alright, what's next? Now you press the switch here. It is definitely interesting. I'm not yet convinced it's a good game for
talk
streaming.
Yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and
But
the
I find
answers.
it very interesting. I'm on board.
Then there's no
obviously.
circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled
And perhaps
into your
it is.
work, then
I
if
don't
the
know if
work
it's
ever
interesting
fails,
to
you
watch
have
as
no
a
backup
viewer,
and
but
you're
it's
just
definitely
going to
interesting to
crash.
play knowing that other people are watching. If you know what I mean. I have nothing left to give to my work. How do I get out of here? Where am I? What? Deal. I solved this puzzle before. There was a machine that kept going and it stopped. There's no machine here. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Alright, making games is effortless. Ah, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. I am constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. It's easy, it never stops being easy. I have to open the door, blah blah. This is just all stuff.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me.
Yeah.
I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop. But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Oh yeah, we're heavily into 2011 now. The Machine. I'm assuming this is a guard. Ma'am, glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machine, it's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. Here's the thing. The game, the narrator said he, right? Talking about Coda. I didn't just pick that up. I think he said he. I intend to be quick, I intend to be quiet, I intend to be brutal. Let's be quick about it. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine, it calls itself Coda. Oh, interesting. So the machine is the developer. Hello, press. Yeah, I was just double checking because the game just called me ma'am, and there's this woman crying. But I guess if we're the player character, then the developer is the machine and not the player character. So it is a little confusing, yeah. Yeah, the machine is here. Oui, oui.
And of course, it's the machine.
I mean, it surely is a machine. Not sure what it does, but it has machiney parts. You stopped. Is what I said, I guess. You stopped feeding us, your work was keeping us alive, your work was keeping us healthy. You stopped feeding us. There's people out there. Can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? I'm just reading out all of them. I wouldn't know what to say. It's all disconcerting. How about this for a start? You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. No? Nothing? Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I've seen the thing you fear. Alright then. I will apologize to the people on your behalf. You know the island in Skyfall? I don't know why, but these buildings remind me of that abandoned island in Skyfall that sort of the big bad owns, I guess. My followers, my friends. Let's call them friends. Falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. Well, bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. It will not apologize. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Alright. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. Let's destroy the machine, I guess? It seems a little weird, but okay. And we go back. Hey, we're back here. Wonderful. Alright. Sure. I have gun. I have gun.
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what to shoot at. I'm not that gamery. I need something to shoot at. Okay, fine. Ooh. I guess I have a ton of shit to shoot at, eh? Ah, that's kind of awesome, actually. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. Sure. Known forever. Alright, this is pretty awesome, actually. It's very, evocative. Like, the scale of it, too.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you,
Isn't
at
that
the
what
time
you're
that I
scared
first
of?
played this
Exposed
game,
to the
shortly
view of
after
the...
he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Ah.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Hey, the lamp is here. Put down your weapon. No, I want to put... No, I want to put...
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
I want to put down the weapon.
Because it's the
But I
thing that
can't.
I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix...
I feel like we're waiting on... I hope I don't skip shit. I feel like we're waiting on like a reveal that the relationship that the narrator is describing with this Coda is not actually what happened. It'd be interesting.
If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower. And to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
The Tower.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, The Tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
From the world or from you? I like the design of this.
This room actually has a maze in it. Except
fuck
that
off.
all the walls of the maze
Oh,
are
come
invisible.
on.
And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable.
Yeah, this guy does
The game
not
goes
want his game
beyond
to be
not
played.
being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
Yeah.
But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue,
Please.
press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Thank you. Oh fuck, I fell. Damn it. I didn't know I could fall. Thank you for the bridge. Wall. 128, 128. Ah, shit. Fell like... So, hey Taya, you might know this. Has anyone... Is there an actual maze? Has anyone ever tried long enough to get through an invisible maze? By, like, learning all the steps?
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
So now
But
this
that
guy
game
is
had an idea that it was actually trying to
changing the
communicate.
games without
What's the
telling
deeper
us. Because he
idea
didn't tell
behind
us
the
that at the
invisible
time,
maze?
right? I tried, it drove me nuts. Ice P said they did it. Seems like a lot of work. But that's interesting though, because the narrator has always said when they made changes, or they made us make the changes because we needed to press enter. With the house cleaning thing, they actually never mentioned that until now.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code.
Yeah, this game is not meant to be
Like
played.
the
eh?
invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Nice. Anyway, look, I'm probably not the first person who did that. I'd like to think so. I wouldn't be. Lol, stop. No. I think you would be disappointed in me if I didn't.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Thank you. Huh.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking
Ow.
to myself,
All the mods went to bed, so let me just... I don't get those a lot anymore. Maybe it's because I'm already famous.
I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from
Wasn't
looking
it
at all
though?
of his
Maybe
work
you
up
were
to
just
this
not paying
point, and then
attention.
suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand
Yeah, you
who
were.
he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Ah, this is also the
And he
first...
wouldn't.
Is this the first time that they mention... that he mentions the 3 dots? Right? Because I've been commenting on it. I don't... Maybe I missed it. I just thought it was a... I didn't ascribe any meaning to it, really, but... I just figured it was sort of a signature.
I just felt
What was
so
that pink
strongly
stuff?
that if I could have connected with him,
Pink
that if
stuff.
I could have somehow
This.
made his work my own, that I
Alright.
would finally be once and for all happy.
Wild.
It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me.
Hey, more pink.
But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
No, I didn't think so. Huh. That's wild. That is interesting, though. That's probably one of the reasons why it is a good thing to stream this game. Because I probably would have noticed, but I wouldn't have said anything. And now it's like, you actually notice these things so that when they do mention something, it's like, huh.
Where did I screw up?
Excellent commentary. It's like, huh. Whoa!
I'm
See?
the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
I knew there was something going on
It's
there.
because of what I did.
What did he do?
I poisoned it for you.
Oh, showing off everything to anyone. Showing off all the games to everyone, I mean. Right. I mean, without consent, that's kind of fucked up, I suppose. Especially if they're so
I
personal.
don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important
Ooh.
and valuable.
Ooh, this is awkward. Ugh. Ugh.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, it was... I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Ooh. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them. Wait, what? Oh, snap. The lamppost TM. So he's ascribing meaning to something by changing it to fit the meaning that he's ascribing to it. Ascribing is a word, right? I'm tired. Damn.
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing.
Ooh, ooh, this hurts me.
What is that?
This hurts me a bit. Would you simply let them be what they are? When I am around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. Ooh, that's real. There's some realness there. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything. Oh, the fact there's no music here. Fucking puzzle again. Ah, that's so scary.
That's
Why am I scared?
I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything.
Stop harassing him.
So a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out
Oh,
into the
this
world,
is dirty.
and if I put my name on it,
It feels
that
like he's
maybe
made
enough
us
people will
an
play
accomplice
it so
to
that
his
it'll find its
harassment.
way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please.
Being
Start
here,
making games again. Please
as well
help
for
me.
the sub.
Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete.
Thank you, everyone.
I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was.
Wait, I didn't
I want
notice
to know
that.
I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself.
Shut down the
Please.
trash compactors at the
I'm
something
fading.
something level,
And
detention
all
level.
I
There
want
we go.
is to know that
3PO.
I'm going to be okay.
Sorry. Ah. God, this is suffocating, is what it is. Figuratively. Hey NATO, how you doing? I hope you are doing good. It's like what, noon over there? Maybe between 10 and noon, depending on. Has the narrator gone manic? Yes. Yes, this is a very strange game. There's some content warnings there. I mean, again, I feel like I'm excited because we found something out. And it's like, ooh, there's a twist. We all like a twist, don't we? But then again, I also, I feel sort of violated because we were forced to be a part of something that I don't agree with.
Telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Mm-hmm. I know, right? Yeah, like they needed. It's an interesting game to play right after Between Two Beards, because it's a way to comment on that creator slash follower relationship, right? Let us enter the train. El tren. Which I think is actually Spanish for the train. I might be wrong. Anyway, I don't know. Again, gamer actions, like checking everything. Why? What? Windowless train. I mean, there's a lot more wrong with it. First of all, there are windows on the outside. I guess they just put wallpaper over it.
guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate.
I feel like the voice
Wouldn't
is
have
still
told so
not
many
really
people that he was depressed.
coming to terms with what he did.
Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now,
Definitely.
the disease is telling me to stop.
Definitely
Don't
selfish.
show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
That line is, that line resonates with me as well. Especially the disease is, you know. Personifying your depression is, it's something that sometimes I feel like it helps, right? It's something that I kind of do by always sort of gleefully or like, as a joke, you know, saying your brain is an asshole, don't listen to it. But there's some, it definitely can be problematic as well. Oh, I do not like darkness in this game. Makes me uncomfortable for some reason. And not because of potential jump scares, although... Okay, good. Would I forgive Taya if she said there's no jump scares and then there's a jump scare? Probably would. I mean, if there was a jump scare, I wouldn't have want you to tell me, right? So... Oh, this is wild.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
No, it doesn't.
It's strange, but
it's,
the thought of not being driven
it's
by
not
external
scary, the
validation
darkness.
is unthinkable.
It's unnerving.
Like, I actually cannot
because of
conceive
also
what that would
the
be like.
music and the voice and, you know, everything. Can I just... What if I... Haha. Ah, you didn't think I would go through that one, did you? You thought I went through that one.
What now?
This definitely looks like a level in like an early 2000s game. Or late 90s.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk.
Ah, damn it, he's leaving us?
I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for.
I mean, that's fair.
So I'm just...
That's some introspection.
Okay.
I mean, is he going? So what if I don't? What if I don't go through your hoops? He'll be back. Oh, I'm sure. But it is good. This is actually great pacing, because this is a good moment for the game to just let you walk around and think about what the fuck just happened, right? Oh yeah, he needs to, again, validation, right? He needs to make sure that we all know. Whatever it is that we need to know, we need to know. Bam. Oh. Well, great. Oh, God. Well. Ugh. Not a fan. Could I wait? Potentially? Or does it stop here? Oh, it does stop here. That makes sense. Yay, we're back here, maybe? Maybe not. It's different. Do I have a meeting in the morning? This is important. Oh, fuck, it is. I do. Oh, God. That's gonna be a problem. Whatever. Don't worry about it. It's not that early, it's just that I need to do stuff for it. Game is almost over. Yeah, no, it's fine. I figured. Hey, the beam is back. Right? That's what that looks like. Oh, there we go again. There I go again on my own. Damn. Has anyone, you know, hacked this game to see if this is all an actual maze? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking no, it's not. That's a nice effect. I like that. Because, like, I can't move, so I can't. But presumably, you can crack it so that you can move. I'm nauseous. Sorry. That was just mean.
Turn back from this cave.
For R. Did the song say turn back from this game? Interesting.
Let me keep going.
So Taya says, I hope you don't mind that I read this out loud. So this game was published during a phase where my depression was really rampaging and where I really struggled as an artist because of it. Depression took my creativity away from me for a long while. So this game hit me like a train. And to this day, it means a lot to me. And honestly, just revisiting this after years right now actually shows me a little that I came to terms with a lot of things over the last 2 years. It's different now. That is interesting. I can see that. I can definitely see that. No worries, Taya. Thank you so much for making me play it, honestly. Like I said, it's been basically on my wish list since it came out, because I remember people talking about it. And it's honestly, it's weird because I legitimately thought, like, I was going to stream it. We decided on this date. I think we decided on this stream on this date for the stream before I got before the date for the Between Two Beards episode was selected, and I had a little bit of an apprehension of, like, I mean, I want to stream this, but do I want to stream this after Between Two Beards being rated by, you know, that podcast and the people there and stuff like that? And I'm actually kind of glad, because it kind of hits, I mean, differently, obviously, and it's not the same, but it does, it hits on some of the things that I talked about in Between Two Beards, right? Where if we're talking about what you're saying as well, depression taking your creativity away, me wanting to stream basically already 5 years ago, but at that point being probably in the worst place in my life ever, right? Having not dealt with depression for at least 10 years at that point, probably more like 15, and being sort of at the threshold of, okay, I need to do something about this. There's no or, by the way. I needed to do something about it. So it took me a while to get that all going, but that sort of, you know, that decision of, okay, this can't happen. I need to get into, like, talking to this stuff about people, with people, you know, therapy, antidepressant, stuff like that. But I definitely, there since 5 years ago, there's been like multiple instances of me, and I recognize this in some other people in my life that are going through it right now, right? Like these very short bursts of new ideas and creativity, and then depression catching up, just stepping on the brake of all those ideas, and for whatever reason, all the energy is gone. I don't know. I think I went into it more deeply now than I did during Between Two Beards, but I definitely think maybe this isn't the perfect game to stream after that, basically. Yes, I heard that as well. That it definitely made this. He definitely made this game after the success of the Stanley Parable, you know, had an effect on him. I would suggest playing that. I mean, I don't think I've seen everything in the Stanley Parable that game has to offer. I didn't play it, you know, I played it over and over again, but not over and over and over again, if you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean unless you've played it. It's more upbeat, I would say. That's what I remember. Again, it's been more than 5 years, but it's more. I thought it was more of a positive experience. I might misremember some stuff, but anyway, this was not. How would I classify this? This is what I like about the possibilities of video games. This was not a fun experience, I don't think. Like, going through it wasn't haha funny. It wasn't exciting necessarily. It was intriguing for sure, and the ending, you know, is not. Again, it's not fun necessarily, but I am glad that one can have this experience, I guess, and I don't think you can have this experience anywhere outside of video games, right? Because you could potentially do this as, I don't know, a fucking audiobook or a movie or whatever, but it's not the same. It wouldn't be the same. So it's definitely interesting. And I like how it's both, yeah, somber but enjoyable. I like that. Enjoyable doesn't mean experiencing emotions and having that being a meaningful experience doesn't necessarily always mean that you have to be happy at the end of it, I think. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's why I like Grave of the Fireflies, which again, if you haven't seen that movie, that doesn't mean anything to you, but yeah. I am a very staunch believer of, you know, as long as it elicits an emotion, I think it's a worthwhile experience, and it doesn't always have. Not every piece of art needs to make me happy, basically. I very much enjoy things that make me sad, if that makes sense. Yeah, Stanley Parable is definitely funner. Funnier. Called Bogle. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I took off my jacket, but I think I left the windows open. I can't actually see because there's something in front of it, and it's cold. I can see that, Taya. That's a very good movie. It's one of those. I think I'm stealing this from a review that I watched, like a video review I watched at the time, where Logan or the Wolverine or whatever was one of those experiences that I'm very happy that I had, and I never Like, I'm very happy that movie got made, and I hope they don't make it again. If that makes any sense. Because what I feel like the movie industry might learn from that is, oh, we have to do that over and over again. Because it's... you know, because it's good, and it elicits a response, and also it makes money. I don't actually know how much money that movie made and if it was worth it, but... you know. But I hope they never... maybe not never, but I hope they don't, you know, make that experience into a new thing over and over and over again. Kind of reminds me of sort of the late 80s, early 90s comic books where, you know, Watchmen and The Dark Knight are these very good, very different projects where people learn the wrong lessons from their success, I guess. Anyway, now I'm just talking about a bunch of stuff. You got the first part of your shot. Your arm hurts. That sucks. Yes, the game is great. Play it. Also play Stanley Parable. It's also very good. You don't beat the beginner's guide, it beats you. Fair enough. I'm glad it doesn't necessarily leave me or us with, you know, haha, that was fun, we all enjoyed that. But it also isn't the type of experience where, okay, now we have to sit down and talk about it all the time. Right? Before we can be okay again. It's sort of in the middle. It's sort of like, that made me think. I thought it was a very good experience. I'm glad I streamed it, actually. And, if you haven't seen it, watch the VOD. That would do you... that would probably be enough. But I also would say, yeah, stream it. Not stream it, play it. It's not that expensive. I think it was like €9 for me. If it's on Humble Bundle, use my partner link. In Soviet Russia, beginner's guide beats you. Duh. Coming from an American, that is... oh, stretchies. So I've only been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes, but let's not forget that I've basically I was talking on Between Two Beards for also 2 hours and 20 minutes. Holy shit. So I'm a little tired. Ooh. Ooh. Ice P. Ice P is a good name. Makes me laugh, at least. Alright, friends. Go to bed, Bogle. No. You know me, I always take like an hour before I can end the stream. First of all, let's... do I still have this? Yes, I do. Ha ha ha. We talked about it during Between Two Beards, but I kind of want to talk about it on my own stream as well. I'll put this up on Discord probably tomorrow, but... boom. Why am I over here? Do I want to be over here? Oh, I actually do. I'll just keep being over here. Anyway, is this big enough for all y'all? I can't full screen this, can I? Oh, I can. Oh, that didn't do anything. Jesus. Ah! What the fuck? No! What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Alright. Okay. I guess I'm just going through images in this folder. I'm glad there wasn't anything weird in there. I mean, it was still weird, but... God, now I gotta find the image again. I guess I was scrolling and I went through some of the other images in this folder, and apparently one of them was a screenshot that I took of a happy birthday video that I made for a viewer's child. Thank you, Ice P. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, everyone, for saying that it's a good stream. I think so. It was a very interesting game. Where the fuck is my thing? Come on. Now I'm all lost. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Okay, now I'm not... No! What did I just say? Stop scrolling. Boom. I briefly talked about it during Between Two Beards. I will post this in Discord. This is the schedule of the final 6 24-hour streams. I mean, I can't promise they're the final ones, but they are the final 6 that I am somewhat contractually obligated to do. The next one is this Saturday. Thank you, NATO. B2B was great. That was a lot of fun. Aw, thank you, Lady Gangbang. You're way too nice. Would have been awkward if there was a Bogle nude in there. Yeah, I don't keep those. I mean, I don't keep those anywhere, first of all. Second of all, definitely not in a streaming folder. So yeah, the next one is on Saturday. I will be playing Tyranny for 24 hours. So if you like the sound of my voice, I will be doing a lot of reading, because that game is not voiced. Well, it's partly voiced, but there's more non-voiced text than voiced text, if that makes sense. The next one will be in June, which is kind of a funny one. That's Carmen came up with the idea, and I stole it from her. Which is, I'm going to play 24, potentially 24, depending on how many breaks I take. Each hour I will switch to a different indie game. So I'm not going to finish any of those games, but I'm just going to basically do 24 max different indie games. There's some restrictions there. We can talk about that when it gets closer to June. Then on in July and August, I will not be doing any 24-hour streams because it gets really hot in this room and I don't want to be here for 24 hours because I will die. However, in September, we're back with 24 hours of World of Warcraft. I've played that game a whole lot since 2006. I haven't played it in a while, and I haven't played the new expansion yet. So I kind of want to just, start a new character and play it for 24 hours. Mrs. Bogle will be there for a lot of it. She also plays WoW. What server and stuff like that will be communicated beforehand because, well, people might want to join in and we can do like dungeons and shit. That sounds fun. Are you taking recommendations for the indie games? Yes, I will be posting after this Saturday. I will be posting something in Discord. If you haven't joined yet, the Discord is amazing. Everyone is very nice. Please go there. I will be posting something in Discord asking for recommendations. I have my own ideas, but I'm always happy to hear. I'm very excited about the 10th one in October. I called it Baby Bogle's Video Games, and it will be 24 hours of games that I remember being my first video games, basically. I started playing video games when I was 5, and I was 5 in 91. Did I start playing in 92? Anyway, 91, 92. That's kind of when I started playing video games, I feel. And there's a bunch of games that I remember from that time that I can probably fill 24 hours with. So that's going to be a lot of fun. In December, the penultimate one will be just a variety of real-time strategy campaigns. Just because, I don't know, I like that as a theme. I don't generally stream a lot of RTSs, but I do like them. I'm very bad at them, so we'll see how that is. The list of which I'm working on still, and I have some time. And then the 12th one, I've kind of lied, right? Because I told Haggard and Seek that I would spoil all my 24-hour streams, and I kind of lied because the last one is going to be an interesting one, and I can't really tell you about it. Because if it doesn't work, I don't want you to know about it. But I'm going to try and make it work. It's a tricky one. But I think it would be an amazing achievement and a lot of fun if I can get it to work. So more about that down the line, I suppose. That one will probably be either January or February in 2022. So that is what we talked about. And now let's talk about what's up next, and then I'm gonna go sleep. Yes, that's very difficult making these lists for 24-hour streams because There's there are always great themes, and there's always way more than you have time for. My next stream won't be for a couple of days because I have to sleep / prepare for Saturday. 24-hour stream, playing Tyranny. I just mentioned it. I've never played that game. I hope it's good. There's two ways where I don't stream it for 24 hours, which is if I really don't like it, I'm not gonna make me sit through it. We'll just figure something else out. Probably play more Zelda, honestly. Or if I finish it within 24 hours, which I don't think so. There's also DLC and shit, so I think we'll be fine. But who knows, then I might have to switch to something else. I have backup plans. Then I will be back not on Monday, but on Tuesday in the morning, because I have a week off, starting on Friday, actually. So I can stream whenever the fuck I want. So Tuesday morning, most likely I will be playing Ocarina of Time, because I kind of hate that I'm skipping that for a week. Actually, for 2 weeks, I think. No, for 1 week. Anyway, doesn't matter. On Wednesday, there's no stream, but I would very much advise you all to join the Discord, because we will have a sort of a movie night, but it's not a movie. We're watching Staged, which, if you don't know anything about it, look it up. It's this comedy thing David Tennant and Michael Sheen made during lockdown, and it's really cool, and I want to see it, and we're going to see as much of it as we can. And then on Thursday, I want to finish Castlevania before moving on to anything else. So that's sort of the new Variety Day stream. Friday we'll be finally back with Cat Quest 2. My wife and I are still playing this. That's a lot of fun. Ah yes, that's why, because the Saturday after this Saturday is also not a Zelda day, because I promised to do a long 6-hour minimum, probably more than 6 hours honestly, Jackbox stream as part of a save and raid milestone. So let's get to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Community hanging out, doing fun stuff with Jackbox games. And on Sunday we're continuing Hitman Contracts, and then there's a Monday with whatever I feel like at the time. And then on Tuesday, this is a big one, I kind of like that, I'm moving my Thursday stream that week back to the Tuesday, because it's May 4th. Right, May the 4th be with you. It's the Star Wars day, so I want to play Star Wars games. And I had Discord vote, and it was a tie between Republic Commando and Episode 1 Racer, and I will be playing some racing before moving on to Republic Commando. But basically, it starts an hour earlier, so that I have a bit more time to actually play more of it. And that's it. All right. Please follow the channel if you haven't done so already. It helps me out, and you get to see when I go live with any of this stuff. Please join the Discord, because, I don't know, people are awesome. People are a lot of fun in there. I very much enjoy all of you. Thank you so much, those of you who hung out with Between Two Beards. If you missed my appearance on Between Two Beards, or if you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, that was a talk show I was a guest on Haggard Hessian's channel. Do check out the VOD. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna watch it back and see how badly I really did, but we'll see. Again, my asshole brain will probably try to tell me some stuff. Oh, I see someone went live because they want to raid. Well, alright then. I'm joking, of course. But I do see someone just went live, and they were literally just here in chat, so, you know, let's raid them. Whew. Yes, let's do it. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, everyone. Again, thank you, Taya, for making me play this game. That was a lot of fun. I hope you thought that was channel points well spent. Let's raid Lady Gamegat. She's doing PlayStation 5 shenanigans, and I'm jealous because I don't have one of those. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually not that jealous. Has there ever been a more lackluster new generation console launch? It's like, I mean, it's a cool thing. It's a cool machine and shit, but it's like, why do we care again? It's a weird year for video games, I suppose. Lady Game Mega. I need you all to go into her chat and say copied. She'll get it. So yes, COPIED. Just type that in chat with her. I will join you for this raid and then I will go to sleep. And I will see you all in 1 day. Whoops, there we go. 1 day, 23 hours, and about 56 seconds. Thank you all for hanging out. Stay safe. Stay healthy, please. We're going to get through all of this weirdness together. I love all of you very much. Please be kind to yourselves. You deserve it. Don't forget it. It's because Bogle says so. I'm press the rate button now.